Lord, let's pray.
Yeah, I'm still reading this book. So Kevin, one of the questions you and I get asked from time to time is like, how do you guys keep your partnership alive? And that's probably an entire, like, really lengthy podcast
that's probably
episode.
a damn class, if not a full.
Yeah, and I think
episode.
in all honesty, I think we've talked about doing this from time to time. I've taken some notes recently and some conversations we've had. So if that's of interest to you, let us know. But sort of as a subtopic of our partnership, and one of the things that I think has created a long-lasting partnership is this idea that when we do make a dumb decision, we immediately stop doing that and change courses quickly.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was reading this book, and just listen to this for a minute, and you can comment here. But again, Keith Cunningham goes on to say, never delay taking corrective action once the problem has been recognized. Hoping for better conditions in the future so the problem will solve itself is a fool's game. Procrastination magnifies problems. Boom.
Ouch.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I can think right now of more than a handful of examples just in our own business where we identified a problem and we waited on fixing it because we didn't want to deal with it that day, that month, that year in some cases. And, what happened? It bit us in the ass every time, right? It always, the longer you wait, the more it costs.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at partnerships and they say most of them don't last, they're hard to do, right? And I think there's some truth to that.
Sure.
But what I also think is sometimes the problem of a sole proprietor or a sole business owner, right, is that they don't have that checks and balances. And so, like, to me, the sign of a great partnership is where you don't have to agree on everything and you don't even care that much. There's enough trust in the partnership that you're like, if you feel strongly about that we should be doing that, then let's try it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to feel just as strongly, and hopefully you'll feel just as strongly, that if that doesn't work and we need to take corrective action,
we'll stop.
Then we're not going to sit around and like dig a deeper hole or, and bury ourselves in it. We're just going to stop doing it and immediately go the other direction.
Yeah, I think of so many people, I can think of a few, like where like the ego just got in the way of like going, no, you know what, I was wrong. I made the wrong call. I made the wrong statement. I directed us in the wrong direction, whatever the case is. And so we're just going to keep going because my ego's attached to the fact I said we were going to do this, right?
Right.
And that kills. Like that will absolutely crush a business if you can't get over that.
Yeah, and sometimes what you see in businesses is they tend to, like, they know that a corrective action is needed, but rather than call it out and call it what it is, they sort of will shift the story and try to, like, kind of, they'll take the corrective action while saying that, like, not really calling it for what it was. And the problem with that is that it can buy people in, and I think you and I have fallen prey to this at least once or twice in our business, where we've done something and then not really come out and said the whole story. The problem with that, though, is that then you sort of undermine the intelligence of the people that work with you, and you become a storyteller, so then people are always wondering what is the real truth in there.
What's the story?
Versus when you just screw up or you change your mind on something or change direction, you raise your hand and you say, I once said this, I screwed up, I made a mistake, and now we're going to go this direction. People tend to gravitate towards that because that transparency really draws them nearer. So not only does it save you money, but it actually buys people into you and your vision even deeper, in my opinion.
No, I mean, I absolutely agree with that. And I've seen this hurt lots of different businesses, lots of different real estate agents and teams, and across lots of different industries. And I think that's a big lesson. And it's a great reminder to go, okay, once I've identified a problem, it's time to attack it right now.
Yeah, and we're not going to wait for the market to shift or for our message. It just needs we're going to go ahead and stop that.
I'm not going to kick the can. I'm gonna attack it.
So what do you know that you need to stop today? Like, it's that thing that, like, you're just I don't want to admit that. What do you need to stop today? Like, let's take some corrective action today and cut that thing off, because hanging around longer is not going to make it any better.
Stop it.
Get out of here. Stop.